Today I'm going to be talking about my packing list for a 2-week trip to Costa Rica. On this trip, I spent a lot of time on the beach, surfing, and just hanging out. I did quite a bit of hiking in the rainforest and up a couple of volcanoes. I also did some nights out and really just a lot of walking around as well as some lounging. Everything I brought for this trip fit in a 25-liter backpack. The backpack that I brought for this trip is the Burton Sidehill 25-liter backpack. I have done a review of this, so I will link that in the corner, so check that out if you want. I think it's a great 25-liter backpack. Has a lot of options, it's waterproof, and you can also fit an extra pair of shoes in these. In terms of footwear, I brought 2 different pairs. I brought 1 pair of walking/hiking shoes, the Vivo Barefoot Primus Trail Knit shoes. These are great. I've also done a review of these, so check that out if you want. They're a barefoot hiking shoe. Basically, I brought these mainly because I was doing a lot of hiking in the rainforest. If I was just going to spend my time at the beach and around a resort, I probably would just stick to a pair of sandals and not even bring these. But because I was doing a lot of hiking, I didn't want to get my feet cut, so I brought these. These are great because they're very durable, they're breathable, and they're black, so they're not going to show any dirt. Additionally, I brought a pair of sandals. I would have just brought these if I wasn't doing any hiking. These are from the brand Zero. I can't remember the exact name of the sandals, but I will link them in the description. They're great. They're very minimalistic and thin. They take up no room in your backpack at all. They're very light, they're comfortable, and I wear these all the time. So that is all the footwear I brought for this trip. Again, just like I said, I think you can get away with just a pair of sandals. If you're going somewhere south and you're not doing a lot of hiking in like forests, I would recommend just bringing a pair of like good sandals that you can walk in for a long period of time. Some other basic stuff before I get into the clothing. I also brought a water bottle. I brought the Be Free water filter bottle. I didn't bring this specifically because of the water filter. It's more so just because the bag is collapsible and it can easily fit into my backpack. You could also bring just something like a Nalgene bottle or whatever, but I really like bringing this just because when it's not full, it doesn't really take up any extra room in my bag. Also, to save money on coffee, I brought this GSI portable coffee filter. It's great because it collapses down into a very small package. Along with this, I will bring a few paper filters, but paper filters you can basically pick up anywhere around the world. And I'll buy some ground coffee in a grocery store, and that saves you a lot of money not having to buy coffee every morning. Also, because it's so hot and humid in Costa Rica, I decided not to bring a rain jacket at all, and I'm just bringing an umbrella instead. It's great because it's a UV umbrella as well, so I can use it if I'm walking around in the sun for a long period of time. I can put it up and get some extra shade. And then I'm also not going to be sweating a lot if I'm hiking in a rain jacket. So personally, I recommend if you're going traveling anywhere that's super hot and humid, like Southeast Asia, South America, or even Central America, I'd recommend bringing an umbrella instead of a rain jacket. It'll also keep your backpack dry if it's raining. And at least for this one, it doesn't really take up much room in my bag. Now for clothing. On this trip, like basically any trip I do, I always bring 3 pairs of boxers, 2 of the ex officio boxers, and 1 just regular pair of boxers I have. That's what I do on basically every trip I go on. It's all you need for basically any length of time. Boxers wash and dry super quickly, so if you wash them in the morning, they're dry by the afternoon. 1 pair I'll be wearing, and then the other 2 will be in my backpack. For socks, I'm bringing 3 pairs of socks. 1 thick pair of socks, which I will be using on the plane if it's cold, and then 2 pairs of very thin merino wool hiking socks. These are great because if I wash them, they can dry within a couple hours, so I only really need to bring 2 pairs. If I was just spending my entire time on the beach and at a resort, I probably wouldn't bring these socks at all because I would just be wearing sandals. I would still bring that thick pair of socks specifically for the plane, but other than that, I wouldn't bring any other socks. So in terms of shirts, the first one is going to be a UV rash guard. I got this off of Amazon for, I don't know, maybe 40 bucks or something. This I'm going to be using when I'm swimming to not get sunburned, as well as for surfing. I wanted to do a lot of surfing on this trip because Costa Rica is really great for that, so I decided to bring this. I noticed basically everyone there was wearing a rash guard when they were surfing, so you're not going to be out of place wearing one. I definitely recommend bringing one if you'll be surfing. If not, it's not necessary. Next, I brought a UV-proof sun hoodie. This is my go-to travel shirt basically any trip I go on. It's great because it's extremely lightweight. It's from the brand Outdoor Research. It has a pocket. It's great with the hood because then I don't need to bring a hat for extra protection on my ears and the back of my neck. It's super lightweight and I can basically wear it by itself. It dries super quickly and it's basically my go-to travel shirt no matter where I go. If you are worried about sun protection, this is something I definitely recommend picking up. I've worn it for years now and it's really held up well. and it's probably one of my favorite travel pieces. In terms of t-shirts, I'm going to bring 2 lightweight workout shirts basically. They're from Patagonia. They're called the Capitaline Cool Trail Shirt. They're great because they're extremely small and lightweight. They're breathable. They look really good. They're probably one of my favorite travel shirts. They are a bit expensive, but they do go on sale regularly. So I would check out the Patagonia outlet on the website and see if they're on sale right now. They come in a long sleeve version as well, and they're just a great shirt overall. They don't look too travel-y, so you can actually go out in them if you want. And they're great for lounging around or even swimming in if you want. Additionally, because I was going out quite a bit at night, going to bars and stuff, I decided to bring a sort of more dressy button-up shirt. This is just a H&M cotton button-up shirt. It kind of looks like a linen shirt, but it's a much cheaper cotton version. It's lightweight. I don't really care about it too much. It's comfortable. I think it looks decent. It covers my arms if I don't want to get sunburned. So that is it for tops. For bottoms, I'm going to just be bringing 3 different things. First is going to be this pair of swim shorts. It's from the brand Saxx, S-A-X-X. Super comfortable. You can wear them sleeping and use them as gym shorts, and also use them for swimming. They do have a liner on the inside, which is nice, so you don't need to wear boxers inside of them. I don't really like that mesh that some swimsuits have. I don't find it comfortable, so these I find very comfortable. Since I will be spending a lot of the time at the beach and getting wet, I wanted to bring an extra pair of shorts just because I don't find a swimsuit very comfortable when it's wet. So when my swim shorts are drying, I decided to bring a pair of gym shorts as well. These are just some Lululemon gray 5-inch gym shorts. They're lightweight, they're comfortable. They're decent looking enough that you could actually dress them up kind of with the button-up shirt and go out in them. They're comfortable. I sleep in these as well. So they're just a great extra to bring. Most trips I go on, if I'm not spending that much time swimming or by the beach, I probably wouldn't bring these. I would just bring the swimsuit. But because I'm spending so much time in the water, I wanted to bring an extra pair of shorts just for when my swimsuit's wet. And then I'm also bringing 1 pair of pants. These are Lululemon hiking pants. The bottoms zip off into shorts if you want. They're super comfortable and stretchy. They have a tapered fit, so I think they look better than a lot of other hiking shorts out there. These I'll wear on the plane, so they'll keep me warm. They're very lightweight, they're water resistant, they're super breathable, and they're very comfortable. They kind of have that jogger look to them. You could kind of dress them up. They don't look super dressy, but people probably aren't gonna care that much. So yeah, that's it. So yeah, those are basically the 3 pairs of shorts / pants that I'll be bringing. Also, because it's gonna be so warm, I don't really need to bring a bunch of thick layers. I'm bringing 1 fleece sweater. This is warm enough for the nighttime. Wearing it, it kind of dresses up your outfit too. So if I'm just wearing a workout shirt, adding this to it makes it look a bit better. It's gonna be warm enough maybe to like 15 degrees at night. And that's all I really need to bring. It'll fit in my backpack perfectly fine. And I don't need to bring any thick insulation layer. If you want, you could bring a light down jacket or something like the Arc'teryx Atom LT. It probably would take up about the same amount of room as this, but would be a bit warmer. But I just wanted to bring this because I think it looks a bit better and it's not gonna be too cold. And that's basically it for clothing. In terms of toiletries, I have made a separate video on that as well, which I will link. I basically use the same toiletries regardless of when I'm traveling. So I decided just to do a standard video that I can always link to. If you want to see what toiletries I bring, that includes soap for washing my clothes in the sink and some other basic stuff like first aid kits. And yeah, that's basically everything I brought on my trip to Costa Rica. I definitely recommend checking out Costa Rica. The surfing was great, the hiking was awesome, the food was super cheap, and I think it was just a great trip overall. Let me know if you have any questions about the stuff I brought, or if you want any suggestions on what you should bring on your next trip. Thank you for watching the video. Please like and subscribe for more.